Yeah, it's rich in bunly goodness.
Do you remember when you lost your passion for this work?
I invited another friend. I hope that's okay.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Reina Creole, bringing you that spice to sci-fi and pop culture analysis. And welcome to my lunch table show, the official lunch table of the Fandom Menace, where we get together with friends, kick back, have fun, and get to know a little bit more about some of the people in our fandom. So with that, let me bring up my co-host, who I'm rumored he looks a little different today. So let's bring him up. Hey, Fat Steven.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. Am I seeing things? You seem more animated today.
Yeah, it's all that zinc. Zinc makes you animated.
And wow.
No, actually, this is a project someone's been doing for me out of, I guess, the goodness of their heart, which is hard to find lately. But Time Prophet, he's in the chat. He's also on Twitter. He did this. I don't know why, but he did.
Wow.
And yeah.
Time Prophet for real. This is amazing, because I was blown away when I saw it. So yep, there you go. Yeah. This is really cool what you did for Fat Steven. So folks, if you are not following Time Prophet on Twitter, and I do believe Time Prophet also has a YouTube channel, definitely do check out his channel.
Oh yeah.
And oh my goodness, let me acknowledge this right off the bat, because she's one of our mods. Christy's just tipped $5. Thank you so much, girl, for the $5. Appreciate the support of the channel.
She's laundering.
She's what?
She's laundering. She's laundering money. She works for the mafia. She's laundering.
You know what? I think a lot of us on YouTube, when we get tips and stuff, we start laundering it through giving it to
you're right now sitting on your laundering. You're sitting on your laundering. Yeah.
And
I laundered a chair.
I have to give a big thanks to you guys, because I needed this chair really badly. So all your tips and everything for my birthday and other shows, it's been awesome. So I could get this chair, and not only that, but donate to some folks in the fandom as well. Oh damn, I better read your message. Okay, let me pull up the message, because I didn't have ground control running. So let me pull this out. She says Fat Steven is always sus, or is that supposed to be sucks?
It's wow. Thank you for the no. It's sus for suspect, because she got killed a lot by me during Among Us last night. And
Among Us, I downloaded that game, so I'm gonna check it out, because I'm into gaming. I think I'm jumping into gaming this weekend, because I said screw it about getting the new Xbox to the PS5. So I got like a Luna controller, because Amazon is doing this game pilot where it's like all in the cloud and all that. So I'm going to try that and see how that works, and learn how to play Among Us, since even my sister's like, have you played Among Us yet? I'm like, shoot. All right. I guess I got to do it. Guess I got to do it. And the other thing before I forget, besides my tip jar, folks, if you want to buy Fat Steven a chicken nugget, in addition to me paying him in chicken nuggets, you can buy him a coffee there.
Yeah, it's also much easier than trying to send frozen nuggets in the mail to Lorena's P.O. box, because the last thing she wants to see is, please send to Canada. Steven looks hungry. We don't need those jokes, okay?
And besides, a postmaster's kind of like, why are you freaking getting nuggets in your P.O.
Feels like I held up a grocery store.
So you know what? Let us go and say hi to the chat in here. Thank you all, 18 people watching. What did we miss?
Oh no, I'm not saying that, but we do have a guest here today, but I forgot.
We gotta give him a little bit of time. No problem. I think so. Yeah. I think he is. So
doing those crunches.
We'll give him a little bit of time to get that together. But hey, we have Zachariah 315 says, good morning, y'all. But good morning to you, Zachariah 315. So glad you are here. Fat Steven says, morning early viewers. My girl Christy, who is that bitch that thumbed this down? Some Karen, but you know what? All interaction is interaction. So for the person who did the thumbs down, thank you for helping my algorithm.
It does. Negative and positive both help the algorithm. On a side note, you were talking about the consoles and stuff. You heard that Cold War released yesterday night, right?
I saw the advertisement for it 2 days prior, and I was like,
Did you see the people kind of freaking out when they went to go choose their gender in the screen, and it has male, female, and non-binary?
No, I didn't.
Yes, in a Call of Duty game. So there's no big problem about it. I don't find anything wrong with it. But the people that are like saying, "What the heck is this? What the heck is this?"
You know what? Sorry. I'll probably pick non-binary just to do it.
I hope I come out looking like a bunch of ones and zeros, like holding a gun. That's pretty much. But
that is one game that I do. The
zombies looks amazing. It looks really good because I followed Noah last night, and it was like crazy the way they looked at it.
I can't wait to try that game. Hey, Dave Bob says, hello, the Reina Creole. Hello, Abu Nas. Good to see you, Dave Bob. Had a great time with you on Loki Stream earlier this morning, talking about episode 3 of season 2 of The Mandalorian. And we will actually do a spoiler-free review of that episode a little later on in the show. I know a lot of you want to know what happened in the episodes, but you don't want spoilers. So we are going to keep that spoiler-free. Tina Bojan, hello, says good afternoon, friends. Well, good afternoon to you, and glad you are here with us. Keck44 says howdy to you, Keck. And let's see, I think I have gotten everybody. Wait. I hate how this chat just like.
I think we have a Karen Prime somewhere.
We do. Pod Racing Palpatine, winner of Boot to Eve Classic, says hello there. Well, hello to you too. Karen Prime says, good afternoon, nice people. Steven, you look hungry.
I swear to God, if I wasn't stuck to my chair with bodily sweat, I would come after you.
Let's see. We have.
Pastor, that sounds dirty.
Let's see. Cavatinho Che. Good morning, my lady, gentlemen, and everyone in the chat. Hello to you. Makini 90 says, good morning. Good morning to you, Makini, over there on the left. West Coast. And Runner says, hey, that's another name I hear for
the
it.
Left Coast.
The Left Coast, yeah, that's another name for it.
The Left Coast.
And hey, Wookiee Supremacy, good morning. Where's my president? Well, El Presidente is coming up. We kind of gave him the courtesy of letting his security detail sweep the place down before he walks in. Did that little demon eat some more eggs? No, but something happened that's even funnier, and I'm trying to debate whether or not I'm going to tell you because I don't know if it's a spoiler or not. Let's see. Hey, Darth Haster, I can see it now, looking like a ghost in the Matrix. Naughty Monkey or Wrath, hello. Yeah, caught the replay of Loki show. Awesome sauce as expected. Absolutely. Yes. RC from the NYC, my Dominican King says, good Friday, my queen. Good Friday, King Fat Steven. Hello, chat. Hope all is well. All is indeed well.
Wait. You just call me royalty? Give that man a subscription right now. He just called me royalty.
Hey, Parrot Head. He says, Fat Steven, you look like you've lost a couple pounds.
I will hurt you, Parrot. I will fry you like with the Colonel's recipe.
And Borg Porg says, good Mandalorian episode. Finally got to see Katie Sackhoff as Bo-Katan. Okay, that's about as spoilers so I'm gonna get, but y'all knew she was coming, so that's really not quite a
Don't even bring up the testicle comment. You better not. It's a chicken nugget.
Oh, well,
this is not an 18+ stream yet.
No. We kind of try to do that at night. Not.
Yeah.
Speaking of a good time, are you ready for our guest?
Oprah?
Nah, forget to have her.
Oh God, we're never gonna get that free car.
Oh no, we have executive power in the house today.
Oprah's daughter?
Oh Lord!
No,
unless that brings up a whole bunch of questions.
I'm fired. I'm gonna have Dark Council kicking my butt.
Oh, let me ask this one question. Morning, darling, out of Curio. When are you
Nope.
and Culture roasting the Disney Q4? That is going to be Sunday on my Welcome to Florida show. So I won't be doing it on Culture Show today. We will be roasting the hell out of Disney on Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern on my Welcome to Florida stream. So with that, let me bring up, now that security's cleared the place, El Presidente ABU NAS. How are you doing, sir?
I am doing great.
Boomer.
And extremely blessed and grateful to be on your lunchtime talk show. It's almost like you're leaving class to go to the lunchroom and hang out with your friends like we was doing in high school and little middle school and all that. So yeah, this is a place to be right now, you know, where you can let your head down a little bit and I'll try to keep it as PG as humanly possible, you know.
That's a lie. That is a lie.
I know it's a lie. I'm just, I'm just trying to be political.
Yeah,
right
like,
now.
I'm gonna try. But,
I'm gonna try my
if I
best.
slip up, then
Sir, after 3 hours of you on the pre-birthday stream, I don't even think you can keep control anymore, sir. You are having fun.
Yeah, I was. I was being myself, surrounded by people that I love and respect. And
That's what we want.
Just bringing fun and laughter, however cheeky and saucy it is, but it's in a place where you're not surrounded by a whole bunch of negativity and people at each other's throats on Twitter and other social media outlets. This was a place where you could let your head down and really, really just shoot the breeze, So
Yeah.
that stream was absolutely amazing.
That stream was fire. So for folks, who
I'm just
don't
so
know,
sorry we made you, do the age restriction.
You know what? Like Christy, somebody dinged me before. I said, you know what? You should have did that when you started. Because usually with the Queen's Council, I always do that. I always put the age restriction on.
Mhm.
But literally that was 3.5 hours of just pure hilarity. So if you haven't seen the pre-birthday stream for me for the Queen's Council on my channel from last week, you got to go back and watch it. Let's put it this way. Drunk 3PO was trying to get me to take it down.
Yeah, it was sponsored by Napa from Dragon Ball Z.
It's not coming.
Yeah, his wholesome image was shattered that night.
Yeah.
So he has to try to be like, I might lose some sponsors behind this shit.
Can you please restate sponsors with air quotes? Because, oh my God.
Lord,
Yeah.
there was something else. But
And I still caught most of the impact behind that.
Ladies.
Oh, let's just say it's cool to just see you guys be yourselves, have a good time, not
You
worry
heard
about
what
having to
Demajanai
impress.
said.
What?
You heard what Demajanai said. He said, you got the watered down version. Y'all should consider yourselves lucky.
Hang on, let's see here. Jack of all casual says, good morning, Reina Creole, Fat Stephen, President ABU NAS. And he also says, hey, according to Christy.
I love you, Christy. Thank
Man.
you for putting up with my boomer moments. Thank you for all. See, while the others is up here, putting video clips of my boomer moments, you, sexy mama, you always say, you know what? I know he's doing boomer shit, but I'm going to come right behind him and just help him out, get him back the way he needs to be. This is why I absolutely love that woman. Thank you, Christy.
You say that now, but you have not played Among Us with her. She will break your neck and laugh about it the whole time. No, you do not trust that woman.
Oh, no.
That woman
I've
is
seen it.
devil incarnate, except she's holding a can of grits. That's the only difference.
Oh, man.
Hopefully my charm and my wit can calm her down a little bit.
No. She'll break anyone's neck. She don't care.
Yeah. Y'all fair game.
Very true.
Man of War 665, neighbor of the beast, says animatronic Fat Steven has me feeling triggered.
Animatronic? What do I look like? Chuck E. Cheese?
Oh. way better than Chuck E. Cheese. Hey, Bone says, hello, Lorraine. I'm watching from work. Great panel today. Thank you.
Bone, be careful, man. Might have to turn the thing down a little bit. You never know. You don't want your, like I said, take it from me. Take it from me. I had the internet up when I'm at work at my desk, and I gotta, look around and see my whack ass supervisor not lurking like an impending game, like a vulture.
Oh my god! Whoa.
So, my dear, what are some of your most fond memories of lunch at school?
Oh, banging beats on the table. Conversing with the ladies. Okay. Having lots of laughs with the cafeteria staff. And just kicking it with your peoples, planning out, the more shenanigans after school, and then when there's some beef going on, we pretty much like instigators, so we'll jump, we'll be on top of the table like, fight,
like that scene in House Party. When they're in the cafeteria and he went and threw the Jello and missed.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we don't throw the food. We just, somebody got beef over and something because the lunchrooms is always big. Yeah. So you got so many people there, and like I said, we all huddled up in our little clique and everything, and a couple of girls that we like, and we see down at the table and everything. We like, we need to get some messages over there, let them know, come over here, hang out with us,
Right.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but the joy is that, we get into the hip hop thing, and that was like the good old days. What was that? 84, 85? Yeah, those are, what?
1885 sounds like quite an accomplishment.
Did he say 1885?
Yes,
no.
I did.
You said 18.
Okay. You ain't right.
When we had to walk up the hill in 40 feet of snow and downhill while being chased by dinosaurs and Volkswagen Beetles.
My girl. She's going to lurk.
Okay.
Thank you.
But yes, lunchtime during school was pretty much the best time, actually.
It was, because for me, it was like I could either be by myself and read a book, because I like my privacy, or get together with my small circle of nerd friends and just talk about what we read, what we were looking at, what we were going to rent from Blockbuster, who saw this, who saw
like
that.
A goddamn delinquent.
But
we don't do none of that in my school.
But that's what we did. But you know what? You had that corner of the cafeteria where, they didn't do that, and dude over there who didn't think he could really holler at me, over there just looking or pretending not to be looking.
Yeah.
Just want to lock up her hair.
And we didn't mess with the nerd girls because, quite frankly, yeah.
Wow.
Hey,
wow. You say that. You just burned the bridge right now.
No, I'm talking about my school. I see if Loretta was at the school, but then again, I probably might not have.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're like, it's like
it was everything was about image, right? Everything was about image. We was interested in the girls with the hoop earrings and smelling delicious like cinnamon and got that little Bopsy walking there. And we like, he's like, yeah, buddy. And we gonna make moves up. Yeah, because we got to make moves on them either in the lunchroom or even after class. So when you come after class, then we all up in the hallway, posing and posting up. Then we just then we gotta shoot. We gotta shoot the score. We gotta, what I'm saying, shoot our shot. And it's a lot
you can find Abu's manifesto on how to pick up hot chicks, not the nerd girls, later tonight on his channel.
You know what? I'll tell you, you have some of them at school where they just look like they got that pull, they got their swag, they pulling chicks, and there's always that one chick where they try to go to talk to her and they just lose it. It's like, okay, nope, not going over there, nah, because if she turned me down, I ain't gonna be able to live that down ever. Ever.
There was a few, and I know I had a few of my friends. They shoot the shot, and when they got turned down, And it was all about, bitch, you wasn't on that anyway. So it was like the save of the saves. You gotta just, get your own self-respect back. And it's like, man, I was only playing with your ass anyway. And just come back.
I got a question to that, to both of y'all. Y'all remember talking the game and playing the game, whether it be in the hallway or the lunchroom. But when it came to the school dance, why were both you guys on opposite side of the wall staring at each other like, why ain't he coming over? Why ain't she coming over?
Well, I don't know about school dance. We ain't had school dances in Brooklyn, New York.
We
You didn't have school dances? Really?
Y'all didn't?
I'm in New
That's
York.
right.
I'm in Canada.
I keep forgetting.
Yeah, Canada gets down with school dances. We don't get down like that.
But it's not dancing.
suburban
It's
ass.
not dancing. It's really not. It's us.
Fado says I never got turned down. Just saying.
Oh yeah, that boy's a pure sex machine, man. Yeah, he had it good all his life.
I bet he got turned down at Wendy's.
It's funny because I remember at school some dudes were too darn scared to talk to me. They didn't want to get caught. I was a little too nice, so I wasn't the one they wanted to just hang out with. I'm the one who they wanted to say, "Okay, mom, this is so and so, and she's really nice."
Oh, so you the type of woman we bring home the mother?
Yes.
I couldn't mess with you then.
No.
I don't want people I want to bring.
No. Literally, the joke at school was we could find you half naked in a field. No, we just have to take you home home. Like, we just found her this way. I'm sorry. I'm just like this.
Where'd you go to school? Where did you go to school at?
I went to school in the Philly burbs.
Okay, so you was in Philly. All right, so I don't know.
Spent most of her days.
Maybe it was a little bit before a little bit after my time. Like I said, it was like the nerd crowd. That's why I had to keep my shit on the super low, you know, because if I love Star Wars and I collected a little bit of comic books and whatnot, that shit stays in my room. You understand? When I go out, go out my door, we don't even talk about it. We don't deal with it. Because you need a social life when you're in high school. You need
because for mine, it's like nobody really. I was a cheerleader, so nobody believed I like nerd stuff. You kidding me? Nobody.
Quick intermission.
You was a cheerleader. Intermission. Then I would have been after your fine ass. Yeah.
Just a reminder to chat when Lorena gets to 2,000 subs. We already promised with Lady Toriel that she will be doing a live show in her cheerleader outfit.
That's true.
You know how long it took me to get the co-captain of the cheerleaders to go out with me to the prom? I had to work that shit like it was nobody business. And then all of a sudden I was like, all right, fuck it. I ain't gonna keep stressing her and all this. I'm keep it cool. Everybody else though asking her left and right. I think I said this this story because I was sitting. We had a class and I was just sitting politicking with my man, and she was all the way towards the door, and people still asking her. Ain't paying no mind, just kicking it, blah blah blah. And then all of a sudden, here she comes to me, you know, asking me what was going on. I said nothing much, just chilling, and she asked the question, you know, because you did ask, and I said yeah. I said, so what's up? And she said, yeah, let's do it.
Shane, she says, yeah, we used to leave school for lunch. Occasionally, we'd actually come back afterwards.
No,
yeah, I mean, like I said, she was mobbed at the damn door by a couple of dudes. So I was sitting up here like I said, she's the co-captain. So I'm sitting up here like, all right, whatever. But when she said, yeah, don't you think I was the superstar of the decade?
How you go over and like just talk to her?
I shot my shot early with her, you know, and I put on the charm and everything. She, you know, she had a little smile and this, that, whatever. And certain classes, we'd be huddled up together. So people was actually thinking we was going together. You know, I drew her a little picture of her. I wish I still had that picture too, because one of the other girls took a picture of, you know, us together. She was hugged up on me. I was on the thing with my hat to the side. You know how 86 do. So everything was good. Now all of a sudden here comes 88. Yeah, now we seniors in high school now. So now we getting everything going. And this, like I said, once I knew I was taking her to the prom, it got through the school real quick. You know, and it was like, God damn, man, you did that. Yeah, man, shit, I'm gonna seal the deal that night too. You best believe. So everybody was like, yeah, buddy. But when we got on to the senior trip, everybody else was sealing the deal that night too. And I had plans to make it happen. But then we had a little party in one of the rooms. And then I heard the news that, yo, your girl. That's like, what? Your girl, when you take her to the prom. I said, Candy? What's happening with her? Yo, she in the bathroom, tongue kissing this dude Rich out. I was like, no way. He's like, yeah, man, that's the fucking bullshit. So I had to deal with that nonsense all throughout the senior trip. So I was like, you know what? Let me just take her out my mind. I hooked up with another chick out there. Everything was good. We came back, pretty much we had 3 buses. And please excuse me for saying this. We had 3 buses, right? Mm-hmm. The faculty was on the first bus with a few students. The second bus had all the crazy people like myself. We was on the second bus, and all the nerds and everybody else was on the third bus. I was tight because I thought I was going on the third bus. And I raised the fit. I said, hell fucking no. It's like, no, you on bus 2. And I was like, whoop.
Mr. President, I hate to break it to you, but I just did a little research. And out of the top 45 stripper names, Candy is number 8.
Number 8?
Yeah.
That's a good name.
Yeah. Because when I heard that, I was like, top 10 stripper.
Well, I didn't want to, say her full name like that.
Yeah. Well, no, you don't have to dox her, but Candy is funny because
the prom was great, man. It was great. We had a great time and everything, and blah blah blah. And me and her was dancing. We getting all cuddled up and everything. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna seal the deal tonight. Come to find out that some of her little girlfriends got stranded. And then she ran the accident because I came in the stretch, I came in the stretch. I was on some Trump shit, billionaire stretch. And can they ride with us? And blah blah. I was like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
You should have sat in the front seat with the driver because then you get to put up the window.
Please, we had like I said back in those days, the limo. They have the little door thing on the thing, and it goes back and up and down, so they have full privacy. So I had everything laid out.
Yes,
it didn't happen.
I remember that song.
Oh man, we all did. Shit. I'm Bobby, Bonnie, Mickey, and Mike.
Yo, 27.
That video was sick though. Back in those days, man.
It was for then. Oh Lord, we got 27 people watching. Thank you so much. Our guest today is President ABU NAS, and what I will ask you actually is, so how did the Dark Council come about?
Well, you have to thank Drunk 3PO for that.
Nah.
He was the one that came up with the conception that because we was getting so much heat and flash from the whole toxic overweight white guys thing that that the shill media kept trying to portray on us who did not like The Last Jedi, who did not like the direction Disney and them was going. Mm-hmm. So by that time, Drunk 3PO, started his own channel, and and he was still more or less in the beginning stages, but he was starting to get some traction. Mm-hmm. And he, out of the blue, approached me first with his idea, that why don't we shake up the narrative? He said he has an idea for, putting together a group, of guys together that do not fit the overweight white guy toxic narrative that they was projecting. And I told him it was a great idea, but I at first, didn't want to, because he was, had people in his head that he wanted to bring in. Mm-hmm. And I said, yeah, do that. But I didn't think that having me on there, because you want these people to be, and I was already pretty much well known. So I was just trying to be, gracious and say, I think that's a great idea. Give these guys, that you're bringing in, some well deserved exposure and stuff. But I said, I didn't want to just, you know what I'm saying, just be, the focal point on anything.
So in other words, just because of how better well known you were, kind of you felt having you on a panel would take away from the others.
Yeah,
kind of
and I told him I wasn't gonna, but Drunk pretty much insisted, because he told me he wasn't gonna do it, if I wasn't there. So I was like, I said, okay.
So Assassin says, so Jay was Nick Fury recruiting the Avengers, aka the Dark Council.
So Assassin, that you hit that right on the head. He is the Nick Fury. He is the heart, soul in this thing. I don't think we would have ever been as successful as we have been without, his foresight, his forward thinking, and seeing that, so now look at us, 5 black guys and a drunk. Because, like I said, we had to choose, something, and he came up with, some black guys and a drunk. Yeah. Right. Because it plays on the funny side of it. And that was one of the things that, we wanted to draw people in, to say, we're not taking ourselves seriously, but, the narrative now is going to be broken, because now you're seeing 5 black guys now saying the same things as the quote unquote overweight white guys are saying, and we're telling you that you're doing it wrong, and we got off the ground and running. It was, like I said, we started off slow. We didn't have a whole lot of people in our live stream chats back in those days, because we were still on Google Chrome or whatever. The
Google Hangouts?
Google Hangouts, right.
Okay.
So that was in the Google Hangout days. And, can have many people, what have you, but we started off slow, and little by little, we started getting a little bit of traction. And to be perfectly honest, Lorena, I don't even know how we blew up the way that we did. Nobody saw this coming. Nobody.
Well, I can tell you a little bit about that, because I know for myself.
I don't even know how all of y'all found us, to be honest.
Well, how I found you, actually, I wound up finding you actually through Jay. And how that happened is because everything that happened with The Last Jedi, I was so pissed with that, I didn't look at anything Star Wars for like a year. So the only thing that piqued my interest was the coming soon Galaxy's Edge to Disney World. Because when I had visited in December of 2018, they were doing all this construction. Right. So when you got out of Star Tours, they had this, big sign, Galaxy's Edge coming soon. And we're just like, crap, that means there's going to be more stuff. More like we get to see, I guess, more Tatooine, Mos Eisley. We're going to see Hoth. What the heck we're going to do? So people were excited about it, extremely excited about it. And then I started hearing how crappy it was. And I was watching videos. I came across one of Jay's, and then I saw one that was for some black guys and a drunk. And it was, I think it was you guys talking about the leaks for the rise of Palpatine, how that happened. And what piqued my interest was you had a panel of people who, and yes, I will use the term not typical nerd. I will say that because it just is nuts. You guys were just talking like, we're just breaking this down. We're just being ourselves. And that was a dimension that I hadn't seen before. And what a lot of people gravitate to, because it is different. I mean, there's different shows for different people, but this was the one that pulled me in because I saw people that I would hang out with, who not only like nerd culture, but they liked a whole bunch of other things too. Because when you guys do, the Dark Council, you have, the nerd stuff, you have the Star Wars stuff, but you also start talking about other things too. Because what other show can you go from talking about Star Wars to talking about Biggie versus Tupac to talking about, just all kinds of just stuff, and just even to like current events, just whatever comes to mind. So that was such a different type of show that I think that is why you guys blew up, because you found a niche, believe it or not, and that's what people gravitated to. That's just me, in my opinion, and $3 can get you.
I never thought of it that way myself. I mean, I am grateful that it fell in the manner that it did, but that's based off of everybody. Lord Callis, Fatal J, Demogeny, we're not even gonna mention that bitch ass that we had.
No, we're not gonna mention that one.
But Second Street Marvel, did great things with us when he was with us. He stepped aside to to do his own solo thing, and we wished him well, and there was no hard feelings and stuff.
Oh, but before I do forget, before you go on, I do have to thank that dude you don't want to name, because bringing him up introduced me to Geeky Candy. And then I started on Toxic Femme with Geeky Candy.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of how that's.
They finally took my video down, right?
Which one? Oh,
they finally took it down.
Really?
Yeah, it's been up there for months.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Well, YouTube said, Mr. Abu Nas, your toxic video, it's making people upset, and they complain to us. So you would have to take certain parts of it out. That is. No, I ain't taking shit
down.
Yeah, I was about to say, I ain't taking shit down. I ain't changing nothing. You do it. Tell them to grow back.
I am so sorry, Mad Mortigan. Mad Mortigan says, "Hey, Lorena, Stephen, and Sir, who I should know, but haven't seen you before. Your name isn't on the screen, so I can't pretend that I do. Good to see everyone. You should be able to see the names, because I have the setting there. Because if it's not showing up, that's StreamYard.
No, none of us have our names. None of us have our names at all.
Have our names.
I don't.
But it's also mad monotone, so you can't trust what that guy said.
Yeah, I don't even see my imaginary name that's right there.
I see it. I see it now.
She turned it on. She was being ninja-like.
Yeah, I did. Actually, I toggled it because it was set. But StreamYard, fix your damn code. Okay.
I have one question for the president. To my left here, do you know when we're getting these posters in, and how much you're going to be selling them for?
Oh man, you know what?
I'm so dead after this.
I did.
Oh,
what was that? What's me?
My phone.
Just answer. I'm like, you're already here. I'm dead.
Hey, Culture Casino.
So sorry
the president
about that.
is a humble man. Yes, he is.
He is. The one thing I can say the most about Abu Nas in general is that even though he's in an older age than a lot of us, he has regained and he's re-going through his childhood happiness and excitement, because you don't see that with a lot of people. And I'm going to say in their 30s, because I'm being nice and kissing your ass right now. But simp, because Christy will yell that in the chat later. But you're having like a second coming of childhood fandom and love, and you're showing your appreciation a lot more by being yourself. And I think in a way that's a role model to a lot of people, whether they're on the Dark Council or you're on other people's show, because you're showing it doesn't matter the age limit. You can still be a kid, enjoy the stuff that people say are for kids, and you're giving a new tier of where to adult and how to be an adult while still being a man child. And the same thing can go with Drunk, Demogeny when he's not checking out redheads, Fatal J when he's not eating chicken on the show. What stereotype? And then you got it was even like Callus, man. Callus and his voice, like in his knowledge of Star Wars. You guys are all bringing a tier. But for you, it's nice to see that when I grow up, if I decide to, I can still act like you, and people won't be like, I need a restraining order.
Well, Fat Steven, I had to, put a lot of this geeky or this love for the pop culture and everything else in the background. It was cool that if you're in your house but in order to have a social life in the 80s, and especially in the rough inner city schools that I went to, it was pretty much frowned upon. So that but it carried over into my 20s because you live in the street life. You're going from one dimension of it to another. And then my way of thinking in terms of, my knowledge, my wisdom and understanding. And then when Islam now comes into the forefront as a religious pretext that governs, my life in that same way, then still all the nerdy stuff, you keep to the background, but it's internal. I didn't have a lot of people to share that with. And even when I did, I kept it super low key. So
not anymore.
No, I don't have to no more.
Good.
I did the damn thing. I've been through the wars. I've been through all the stuff that a lot of grown ass people would not even think about doing. I did that in my teens and in my early 20s. I'd happened to have children along the way, and then that had to mature me even more. But the streets is the streets. You gotta have a certain level of, for lack of a better word, you gotta have a certain level of skill to navigate rough waters.
That sounds cool. And quickly before Lorena highlights that comment, no, Shay, I'm not saying he's going through a second stage of puberty. Goddamn.
Yeah,
if I could do the whole puberty thing all over again, I would.
You're gonna get me killed. You guys say shots fired, and I'm gonna get killed. You insinuating I'm making fun of the man's age. I'm not doing that. I'm respecting the man.
Oh, folks, we have 30
Please don't kill me.
people watching. He's not gonna hear. He loves you, Betsy. But before we're
On
gonna
a
move.
target.
we're gonna move on to some lovely spoiler-free.
Oh, get it off the screen. Goddamn.
Spoiler-free.
I haven't even watched it yet.
You haven't? Okay, well,
I'm gonna watch it later on, but I got things.
Have you watched it, Pat Steven?
I watched it this morning. I do it right before you guys do your review, but there was a new poster that was released. I was trying to find it earlier.
Oh, really?
Well, here it is. I found it. I'm going to share it quickly. Yes, because everyone loves this man so much. I heard he got the role today. So everyone can enjoy that. As soon as you're ready. Daniel Kibblesmith and the Wiffleback will be the new on Wiffle Plus.
Symptolori. That is classic.
Yeah, it will.
That is.
Yeah.
Oh,
and you know what? He's not even holding his bat up. Baby Yoda is force holding it for him because that's how much of a
golly
he is.
This is the same dude that can't even hug a chick when she tried to. I said, oh
my God!
He probably like fumigated himself, like, oh, I can't believe she touched me. God damn!
No, he did. He's
back
all
in my
like,
day,
I don't want her to hug me or kiss me. I'm like, oh my God, not this freaking dude.
How do you live with yourself as a man? I don't even think I could categorize him as a man. I can't do it.
Even Patty Stanger, who's a matchmaker, she was just like, no, we gotta toughen you up.
Butters from South Park is more manly than him. Okay,
you know
Butters
what? Yeah,
from South Park is more.
Yeah, Butters is pretty much a pimp.
He is.
You know what I'm saying?
he was a pimp at one time.
Yeah, but Butters bottom bitches.
I'm
your bottom bitch, daddy. Yes, you are. But you got
the pimps and hoes.
Yeah, he said, this is your pay and this is your pay. You know what I'm saying?
I hear what you are saying. But yeah, how come you need to sell kisses for me? Yeah. You need to go out and sell some kisses for me.
And he had he had the thing on the board of how it's gonna be, and it's like, here you go. This is your part of it. I have to keep the rest to keep the thing rolling. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I know what you are saying. Yes, he did. Oh my God.
Is that dude?
And then you get Kibblesmith. He's like, I'm going to wrap my hands in bubble tape and pick up a bat and meet you downtown.
That boy would get murdered.
He would. He would not. Oh God. He's just ridiculous.
And you know what? And this is pretty much what the problem is today. That
No
you got-
backbone.
Yeah, that you got young people with, you know,
Balls in
how
the
should we
dirt.
say, introvert? Yeah, lots of these young people now are introverts. You know, people are coming up in terms of, you know, how they view certain things, and you know, and this thing right here is the problem. You know, because you're not out there enough to interact with people on a scale in which you can form bonds of fellowship and this and that, and other people, you know, even your parents don't even try to, you know, it's almost like they get their ass so sheltered. So by the time they up here running around on Twitter like they a damn fool, you know, knowing damn well they're safe behind a damn computer and a damn tablet, and this man, Mr. Daniel, come out into the world, my man looking at a woman like it's an alien being. Why are you touching me? I can't deal with this.
Every time she gets close, I get some weird feeling in my pants.
I know.
I'm getting a disease.
And then it was like that smelling of cinnamon and strawberry. Oh, God, it's turning me on, and I do not like that.
Where's my wiffle bat? I feel insecure.
Oh my God. But I will say that as you guys saw the second episode, right?
Yeah.
I tried to ignore it.
Okay, no joke. I was about to pull the plug. I really was on this series. But episode 3, I will say, was the episode that they should have opened up the series with, because when I tell you that it was lit, it was freaking.
But the problem is, Lorena, and I said this on the Dark Council, the Mandalorian is fucking bipolar. This is going to be a bipolar season. You're going to have ebbs, flows, and it's going to be like, because you're having different people with their own ideas, and some of their ideas suck. But sometimes it's Disney mandated. Sometimes I know Jon Favreau is on the George Lucas side, but he can only do but so much until his chick is out of here. But now people are running around here like, oh, Kenny will never leave. They'll always keep her. Yeah, keep losing money. Y'all losing so much money right now. Y'all can't even hide the fact that you're in dire straits. That's why you got Mandalorian season 3 already greenlit. We ain't even past the third episode yet.
And one of the things that I was talking about, and I'd said this on Loki's show this morning, and I'd said it last week, it's like whoever they have as their showrunner is falling down on the job, because there's no way that first episode should have been the opener for the season. Second one,
I love the first episode. That's the weird thing about it.
I liked it, but it was in the wrong place. When you open up a season, you need to come out guns blazing, because you're picking up from what happened with the finale, and you need to give me, because a finale should tell me as a viewer, why should I care to come back and watch? And the premiere should say, why do I care to sit down and watch? And why should I want to watch for the rest of the season? Okay. So the first episode that they gave us was good, but it should have been one of those episodes kind of like in the middle of the series. And that would have worked. But it's just like for a opener, it's just like, no, the pacing was just off.
And I feel the opposite side, because I felt like the pacing was great. But once I saw my man from Deadwood and Justified, that was it. It was like love fest, because I followed him. Mando didn't even, you know what's so funny? I loved the episode, but as soon as I saw my boy, Mando was like non-existent to me. He was like a second-rate character in terms of my boy right there.
He was, but that was the thing for me. I'm just like, the episode was good. I just think that it was not in the right place. It's not what I consider to be like a season opener.
And notwithstanding all the EU continuity errors that it had, which pissed me off. But I guess the way that I looked at it, it was like, okay, well, I'm going to make that known. Because I did a live stream. Stick Kenobi came in, and then OG Star Wars came in towards the end, and they, you know, they broke it down. But it is what it is. You have to point this out. Right. I know Disney wants to bastardize everything Star Wars related in terms of the lore and the history, but that's what we're here for. We're here to remind you that this thing is still here. Sorry to hurt your feelings, pronoun kids and 18 to 25-year-olds, but we pay money for this too, so you gonna get the lessons whether you like it or not.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
If it wasn't just the fact that it was in the wrong place. It was the episode itself had parts in it that seemed like they threw the wrong music in the wrong areas, and they tried to sum up the last season and how the seriousness of the Darksaber as a prologue. And you know what? I know prologues are great, sum ups are great, but if you don't have the correct delivery, you're going to lose people's interest. And the fact that we got more kind of a story relation with the third episode than we did with the other two,
right?
It felt detached. But the only thing I can say about the episode 2 that was great is that it brought up a debate with the way Baby Yoda's is good or evil, because we haven't had an actual discussion, actual Star Wars arguments, where it wasn't, well, you hate The Last Jedi. It was something about the way the character is becoming, and that you haven't seen in a few years. Other than that, I wanted to punch Dave Filoni in the face in the second episode of that.
Oh, well,
Trust
yeah,
me.
I was like,
I could have dealt without seeing him. But going to RC's comment here, the director for episode 3 directed the Villagers episode from last season, Bryce Dallas Howard. Yes, she did. And she actually did a better job with this one. Again, like I said, this episode is what should have been the season opener, because it had the tension in it. It had a sense of urgency, because supposedly, you know, if you've got Moff Gideon on your tail and bounties out, people trying to find you, you should have some sense of urgency. And that didn't happen with what they opened with, but it did with episode 3. So the pacing was good.
But it was only 30. My only gripe with that episode, it was only 32 minutes.
Exactly. It was,
and
only
2 minutes of that
32.
was the
credits and crap. Yeah.
And I was like, you guys could have done so much more. You're finally bringing action in, and it's like here it turned into a cartoon at that point for me. It was like a cartoon episode. That's what disappointed me. Like you finally nail something, and you can't even nail it for longer than 30 minutes.
Exactly.
What are you guys doing over there?
And again, it comes back to the show running. But back to the third episode, Baby Yoda's a Horcrux. You know what? I laughed my ass off at something that happened to Baby Yoda in this episode that I thought was going to happen last week. So I'm not going to spoil that part, but it was gratifying to see that. But with the episode, they introduced another dimension to the Mandalorian lore, which I did appreciate, because as someone who has not really read the books, have not played KOTOR, so long as you stick with what I call the elementary level of canon, which is all of the movies, episodes 1 through 6. I said 1 through 6. I said 1 through 6. 1 through 6. That's all that exists.
You almost said to 9. We saw that. You were like, but the 1, and then you stopped. When have you ever
had me say 9?
I'm debating with you right now. Everyone in the chat just saw it. You went 1 and then you paused. You're like, do I say 9? Oh my God.
I started at 1. 1 through 6.
I'm just messing with you.
Like I said, I'm keeping my mouth shut. I'm like, this is not my argument to win or even jump into. So I'll just sit up here like.
Thank you for choosing my side, Mr. President. Thank you.
Whoa! Don't go that far, brother. I'm just in the corner like.
If I ever include anything past episode 6, check my back for batteries. That's all I'm doing.
That pull string is dead.
It's like possessed right now. You know. But yeah, as long as you stick with that, they stuck to that particular canon and then brought in a deeper dimension to the Mandalorian. Yeah. So I appreciated that. I appreciated how they brought in other elements about the Empire, and the pacing was really good. So I gave this episode in general, I'd give it about a 9. I had a couple of nits. I had a couple of very minor nitpicks to it, but for me it was pretty good. Like I said, I was on the verge of tapping out.
Yeah. That like also is compounded with Pedro, because that's a different story in general. But I think that's also why you kind of want to tap out. But at the same time, this episode I had to give a 7 because there were certain aspects
That
where I'm like,
doesn't make
you're
it.
you're a Mandalorian.
Mhm.
Why are you just standing around waiting for someone else to do the work for you?
Right. Yeah, sketch therapy doesn't make it perfect, but 3 is best so far. Yeah, because the thing here is consistency. And
Yeah.
they've got 5 more episodes to go. And my biggest beef with this season has been that it
It's
didn't start
bipolar.
out right. Yes, it
It's
didn't start
bipolar. You
out.
don't know when
Went in the middle. You don't know.
the shit episode is gonna come next week,
Exactly.
and then
Yeah.
another one. Right. So I'm gonna just make my accurate assessment at the end of the season and give it a overall yay or nay. But the way it's looking for me, especially in lieu of Pedro Pascal's knucklehead shit, and then the overall nonsense that's going on with the High Republic. They sitting up there. I saw on Twitter they was supposed to be sending out some pages and stuff. I responded to that. I said, y'all guys are a bunch of clowns. And this High Republic shit is just bastardizing George Lucas's well-created and well-made EU, and you just don't even want to be associated with it. But that's okay, because we'll do the job for you.
It also has a Tourette's problem when it comes to member berries, because they seem to spew out member berries and trying to like do attachments from here, there, and everywhere. But it's like a Tourette's. It's like they're always just spewing it out randomly, but there's no actual attachment at the point to do it. And they don't provide a lot of explanation for especially viewers who are not well in depth when it comes to the lore or stories or games or anything attached. So they either got to come up with something like the making of and then explain what this, and this is, and actually go into the backgrounds of why these were used in different episodes. Because that and there would also be content to help bring people closer into the series and want to rewatch to get it better.
Right.
Jack of all casual says another problem is that in an 8-part season, we are now moving the story forward in episode 3. Where's the urgency? Yes, see, that was my issue.
Yep.
That was my issue with it, because the first 2 didn't move things forward. There wasn't a launch, and then by episode 3, then they start to, move things around. Yeah, where's the urgency of the story? Again, why should I keep watching? You need to give me that. I gotta watch next week.
Because they're trying to play both sides of the fence. Because that the complaint from the Disney trilogy was that it didn't feel like Star Wars. It didn't look like. Well, it didn't feel like Star Wars. They had some of the look, but it wasn't anything in terms of how you mess with the characters and stuff like that. They give it that feel. They using certain episodes to try to give you that feel. That's pretty much what they did in the last episode. They wanted to make you feel like, you're having a little bit of hijinks, but you can't do it the way George Lucas does it. Little slapstick comedy that he does that everybody says is corny, but it works because the maker knows what he wants in his story. Exactly. Everybody else is riding his coattails. So if you're not going to match his sensibilities, his way of thinking when he's approaching the story that he created. It's a difference. You're using his stuff to try to tell a story, and you're failing miserably because you don't want a copycat off of him. But when you did your own thing, as the Disney trilogy clearly shows, that was not the way.
Can I ask you guys
the way to do it?
Can I ask you guys quickly a question? This is kind of a satire question, but aren't you guys hoping for one episode where you're going to see an ATST play golf or soccer with Baby Yoda in the egg? You just hope once they're going to start kicking it around just once.
I wouldn't even be surprised if they did that.
Yeah.
At this point, wouldn't even be surprised. The whole Baby Yoda eating the eggs was. So not because people are complaining, oh, God forbid a Baby Yoda eats eggs and this that.
Because we don't even know if it's a clone. We don't even know if it's a clone, because if it's genetically written into its DNA to eat and its basic survival instincts, it doesn't give a damn about the age, because you can't relate the age to human age, because it's a different growth, different learning, different mentality, different brain.
Even when you try to get technical on it like you have, what their response will be? Oh, come on, man, stop overanalyzing shit. Blah blah blah. All right, fine. But in terms of how the story is structured, that doesn't even make the whole premise of the frog lady going from one place to another. You would have thought that after all of the shit that they went through, they would actually get to the place. But no, you just left them to just leave the planet.
She was a prop. She was a prop.
Not only that, but here's one of the biggest beefs that I had with the story. Okay, so Baby Yoda is popping these eggs like the chicken nuggets, right?
Thanks. Now, thank you. You had to do that, eh?
I know, I did. I'm getting you back for the episode 9 thing. You would think it's just a kid and kids eat. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Kids are always putting all kinds of stuff in their mouth. They don't care. But you would think that the mother would notice that some were missing and then unleash holy hell. That is what I was waiting for, and that would have been interesting.
You're like, no, where was the spanking from the frog lady? You know, like just put Baby Yoda over the knee.
If you're gonna bore me with this shit, you know, maybe when she was taking that little hot spring shot thing when she was in the water, maybe Mando would have came up here and said, "Let me help you with some of these eggs, baby." Oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to get too cozy. As a matter of fact, let me take off the Mandalorian. Take off your armor now and get in the damn hot tub with your girl so you can talk frog together.
Wow, you just took this to a very dark place, Mr. President.
God. You know, something that just reminded me, and it's probably why I'm ticked off about the mother not remembering how many eggs she has. Okay, so Baby Yoda's walking through the scene where it looks like it's out of Aliens, right? Okay, even that crazy ass alien in the movies, when they took some of her eggs, she went after their asses.
Mm-hmm.
Why couldn't they have played off of that? If they were going to go that far.
Because they didn't have Ellen Ripley in the movie, show.
Because I honestly think, though, if they went out, if she went after Baby Yoda, she was also probably in the same set. He's my only bride. And the Mandalorian lore of how they are just like, you know what I mean? Maybe it was the fear part. That's why she didn't question it or go after him because of that.
Maybe, but I would think...
I'm giving the benefit of the doubt here, episode 9.
I'm like, if you could... Yeah, that's funny. I remember that. I remember that. But you would think if she was smart enough to rig that robot so she could talk through it, I would just expect that she would do something... Really, I mean, even though he was her ride, here you go.
I am speaking in this voice, Mando. What do I have to do for you to get me to point A to point B? I'll do anything you ask, Mr. Mando. I know we're different species, but but I'll do whatever it takes.
Give me that hookup. What do you mean? Mr. Tickle Trunk tipped $10. Says, thank you for making my day
I'll show you my flipper trick.
Blow me up quickly.
I don't want to get.
Everyone read that picture over there.
Kathy, this coffee sucks. Just like your sequel trilogy.
Don't touch the tadpole unless you can pay for the ride.
I have no money, Mando. I'm speaking your language now. What do I have
You want to be paid in frog legs? I swear my thighs taste like chicken.
Oh, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Yes.
My tongue can go anywhere you want it to, Mando.
Sorry, Steven.
So ambidextrous.
Sorry, that wasn't
for you.
Shit.
And then she jumps out of like a dark saber cake.
Oh my God.
That's why she was in the water. You ain't think, man, that you ain't think we picked it up. She was in the water. It's like, oh, the spring is so hot, Mando. Will you come in here?
I have fallen into this hot tub. Can you help me, Mandalorian?
Yeah, Mando.
My muscles are so stretched.
Yeah. He was looking dead at her too. Don't let the helmet fool you. He was looking dead at her. He's like,
Oh my gosh. Hey, Latino Frog Spa Wars. Right?
Just remember, it's all the way from 7, 8, and 9.
One thing I want to touch over before I go. Runner says it isn't episode 7 through 9. It's episodes 1 through 3 of the Disney trilogy. The real episode 7 through 9 was what George Lucas wrote. I don't know. I'd agree to disagree on that one. But you do, dude.
Wait. Hold on. I have an answer for Runner. It's great. Hold on 1 second. This is perfect. Share. Wait. Okay.
Oh Lord.
I'm bracing myself.
Y'all need to stop. This Among Us has just gotten so out of hand. We love you, Runner.
I love you too.
Runner. You know we love you, Runner. Oh my gosh, folks. Well, as usual, time just flies so fast when we're doing this. If you're just catching the stream, we're about to wrap up. So please do watch the replay. And before we wrap up, just to remind everyone, please do go and sub to Abu NAS. If you are already subscribed, who says no audio? Can you guys hear me?
No, he was talking about my video because I was playing it before. But
Okay.
Also, if we get Abu NAS up to 2,000 subs, we will honestly serve frog legs that show.
We probably need to serve it now because I'm over the 2,000 mark.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't read, so I'm gonna stop talking.
Well, folks, even if you are subscribed to Abu NAS, double check to make sure you are still subscribed to Abu NAS, because YouTube is on that BS and is unsubscribing people. Yeah, Naughty Monkey or Wrath, it's over.
We'll have him back later when he comes up with more dirty frog porn, but we'll have him back.
We might record that offline and play him back.
Yeah. We'll try to find an animator, and we can do what the scene should have looked like. We can have Abu and some other people voice it.
Oh, Lord.
My God, that was just
dirty little lizard.
Crazy.
Oh,
That would
my
absolutely
God.
be crazy. Man, they'll probably come up there to the frog. Listen,
Lord.
my baby Yoda was eating some of the eggs. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what can we do to. I know exactly what we can do, Mando. And you will provide the species with everything it needs.
Or we can do like the old 70s style with the pizza delivery boy, but instead it's the frog lady holding the jar of eggs going, "Hi, someone orders some eggs?"
Oh my God!
Let's
Can you believe
go.
how would it be done? I know Baby Yoda coming up there into the room, looking in the room like frog on top. Ribbit.
Hey, if you want to play,
And Mando choking on. You like that, don't you?
you want to
Call me
play some
leapfrog, baby.
Okay. Joyce Brown, thanks for coming. Yes, you know what? Just catch
that
the
ass and
replay,
call
my
me a
dear.
Kermit.
Jackson. Oh my God. As usual, you
Kermit
get
the Frog
crazy.
here, getting pegged from behind by
Oh man, could you see Kermit right there? What kind of bullshit is this? Oh!
Miss Piggy, I'm leaving you for that frog.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
y'all.
That's why Miss
Firing
Piggy the
us.
way she is right now. She's like, Kermit, what are you doing over there? Oh, absolutely nothing. What is that frog doing in your room?
You know, Kermit about to get cut. Right. Folks, we are going to wrap it up for this edition of the
Kermit better wrap it up too.
Thank you so much for coming.
Trojan man. You ruined my life.
You're not my father. My father wasn't a puppet.
Shit, how many fathers do you think you got? All these eggs running around here.
We're killing it. We gotta go.
All right, here we go.
Remember, Culture Show comes on at 2 p.m. for the pre-flight show. Latino Slant, I think you have a show that starts at 3:15, I believe, or so. And 3:15, this is Eastern time. And 5 p.m. Eastern time, Friday Night Tights. Double check, but I believe they are having a show tonight. So please do check those all out. And remember, my Welcome to Florida live stream is happening on Sunday, 8 p.m.
We're also going to have
stuff, and we're going to roast the Disney Q4.
We also have Matt Mardigan joining us on Sunday as well. He is also bringing coupons for free frog legs. So remember to wrap it.
Matter of fact,
it
should be a commercial. Should the frog will be speaking in their own language, and then the translation, like, you know, ladies, when you have that special somebody in your life, you know that certain things can't go wrong. You see all these eggs that I got? That was because he wasn't strapping up. That's why I suggest Trojan Man.
Or you could do the bud
for those awesome nights where you don't want a whole bag of eggs.
Okay,
you remember the Budweiser? Wait. You remember the Budweiser commercial? Budweiser. Be like, get that frog.
Oh my God. You know what? This is just like what happened on the Queen's Council.
Bum hump her.
So, folks, see you next time. Thanks so much
Wrap
for
it.
coming.
Hide your
Hi,
kids.